Welcome back to Saturday Night at the Movies, and I'm Jack Pignatello, your host, bringing you some of the best that Hollywood has to offer, along with an always entertaining serial from the vaults of Republic Pictures. And to mark this as the last offering in this season, I'm dragging one out of the vaults for you. It's White Zombie from 1932. This was the first full-length zombie movie, and since it was the first, don't expect a zombie apocalypse with hordes of the undead roaming the streets in search of warm body parts. We have George Romero to thank for that one. No, this one owes its legacy to the traditional view of zombies, rooted in Haitian culture and folklore. It stars the great Bela Lugosi as Murderer Legendra. And it's a creepy, very atmospheric tale of careless love and reanimation. How's that for a combo? But before that, of course, it's time for the final chapter of the adventures of Captain Marvel. And as we wrap it up, we left our intrepid explorers in the middle of a collapsing tomb thanks to Rockman Barr's rerouting of the river in order to make Mount Lydecker explode. I'm out of breath just thinking about how that went down. Since this is our last chapter, I think we'll finally find out who the Scorpion really is. The choices have really been narrowed down, don't you think? My other question, will Betty remain conscious throughout the entire chapter? Well, there's only one way to find out as we look at this, the final exciting chapter of the adventures of Captain Marvel, Captain Marvel's Secret.
The stream is blocked. Now the water will flow into the volcano craters. Scorpio is angry because unbelievers have entered the tomb.
The volcano is erupting. The walls may fall down on us.
Somebody can give me a hand with this, quick. Here it is.
Why, yes. See? Why, it's the same as mine. I'll take care of this.
It's an earthquake. They'll be caught in the tomb.
Wait.
Come on, let's get out of here before this joint falls apart.
tribal signal for the natives together. This volcano is sacred to them. Its eruption will arouse them to kill all foreigners.
Well, they're your people, Taoiseach Tally. You must be able to make them understand.
I can try.
Well, tell them anything. Stall them till I get the others away from here.
I'll do my best.
Shazam!
Look! There's an opening.
That's the way out, but only for one of us.
You? The Scorpion?
Yes. No one else shall ever know.
No. No, please don't. No one will ever know. I won't tell. I won't tell.
The volcano has spoken. It orders death to every white infidel who has entered the sacred tomb of the Shagatal.
How do you know that this is the wish of the Scorpion?
All men of the tribes know that the volcano speaks for him.
Perhaps. But it is also known that the volcano will erupt if water is turned into it. Is it not possible that some evildoer may have caused this eruption to serve his own ends?
El Chitali has spoken with a voice of wisdom. We are not savages who kill without reason. We only act if it is the will of the Scorpion. He surely will send us a further message if it is his desire. Until then, let us wait.
You have not long to wait. I am your leader, and I come here to command. The white men must be destroyed. Wait! Wait! This man is not the Scorpion. He's a false prophet, hiding behind the sacred mast. I'll show you. Seize him. Chain them and guard them carefully. They shall soon know the power of the Scorpion. The Scorpion has triumphed, and all the white infidels shall be sacrificed to celebrate the victory. Even the mighty Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel? Is he still alive?
Yes, but we need fear him no longer, for he is only Billy Batson.
Batson? But how's that possible?
Perhaps it's a powerful drug or some other device which Batson uses to transform himself to Captain Marvel.
And if Batson is destroyed, Captain Marvel will cease to exist.
True. But first, I must learn the secret of his transformation. You must capture him and the others and bring them here alive. But you must be extremely careful and prevent Batson from changing to Captain Marvel.
It shall be done, Master.
How you feeling?
I feel better, thanks.
Good. Now, you gotta get moving, because I don't know how much longer Tally can stall the natives. I'm going back in the tomb, look for Bentley and Malcolm, and I'll join you as soon as I find them.
But, Billy, you
Now,
can't...
listen, go ahead, Whitey. There's no time to argue.
Run over the hills and cut off that car. secret tomb by using the rear entrance.
Mr. Bentley! Mr. Malcolm! Mr. Bentley! Mr. Malcolm! Hang on, we gotta jump! Well, we fooled them that time.
I hope so, but where's this road going to take us?
I don't know, but we sure gotta keep moving.
Whitey, look!
Well, that's that.
The symbol of your ancient faith is finally restored. These are the last of the lenses. Thus is the power of the Scorpion renewed to destroy all its enemies and traitors. You have seen the ability of this machine to smash atoms and transmute metals. You will now see what it does to a human body. Jadpur, Shala. You see, it is a very efficient method of execution, Miss Wallace. You are next. Only you can save her. I've learned of your ability to change yourself into Captain Marvel. Tell me the secret, and Miss Wallace goes free. Well? Remove the gag, but don't untie his hands. Are you ready to tell me?
Yeah. I'll not only tell you how, I'll show you how it's done. Shazam!
Seize him.
Now I'll give a demonstration. I'm going to show you how you've been misled by an imposter.
Bentley!
Justice will be done to him. He committed many crimes in his own country, and he'll be returned there for punishment.
One move from any of you and she dies. This scorpion is a symbol of power that could have helped to build a world beyond man's greatest hopes. A world of freedom, equality, and justice for all men. But in the greedy hands of men like Bentley, it would have become a symbol of death and destruction. Then, until such time when there's a better understanding among men, may the fiery lava of Scorpio burn the memory of this from their minds.
What happened? Who spoke?
I can explain it, Billy. As Captain Marvel, you were the protector of the Scorpion. Now that it's destroyed, your protection is no longer needed. And the power of Captain Marvel is at an end. And you, my countrymen, understand now that these people, those strangers, are our friends. And that Billy Batson has done you a great service by delivering you from the hands of a man who is not only your enemy, but the enemy of all mankind. Even though you return to your own land, you shall ever remain with us in our hearts.
Gee, that means we can go home?
It sure does, Whitey. And let's get started.
So after all that, it was Bentley. And Betty was knocked out one last time. And the Scorpion sees Billy being transformed into Captain Marvel. Lots to unpack here, right? Not the least of which is exactly where does Bentley stash his Scorpion getup? And why does he feel like it's still necessary to put it on once poor Professor Malcolm has been dispatched? I used to wonder where Superman stashed his Clark Kent outfit also, but details. And in the final scene, Billy is forced to demonstrate with the Scorpion how he transforms into Captain Marvel. As we've learned, Billy can't simply think the word, he has to say it out loud, so his gag is conveniently removed after the Scorpion asks him if he's ready to tell the secret, that is, Captain Marvel's secret. Did you see what I did there? Yeah, he replies, I'll not only tell you how, I'll show you how. And then, from a million prepubescent voices in thousands of movie houses across the country came the shouted name. Shazam! Shazam! Thanks for joining me on this, what was probably the best serial of all time, The Adventures of Captain Marvel, complete with all its thrills and perils, explosions, erupting volcanoes, car chases, ridiculous plot lines and escapes, and a superhero who wasn't afraid to throw bad guys off the roof. There's something about 1930s horror movies that really makes them special, in spite of the obvious technical limitations that the early days of the talkies presented to filmmakers. But whatever the explanation, the best movies from the early 30s like Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, The Invisible Man, and Dracula have an otherworldly quality that just sticks with you. Think about it. How many of those movies I just mentioned are still with you, lurking about in the deep recesses of your personal memory banks? Well, White Zombie is one of those movies. Bela Lugosi as Murder Legendra, and isn't that a name? He's the standout in this one. He plays kind of a king of the zombies on his own plantation and preying, of course, on the lovely Madeline and wants to turn her into, of course, a zombie. And as you can imagine, much mayhem ensues. Before I run the movie, though, make sure to like this, leave a comment about what you'd like to see next season, and subscribe to the channel. It'll really help me out. And if you want to catch up on season 1, I've posted all the links below. So without further ado, let's take a look at White Zombie. Very scary.
Looks like a burial.
In the road? Driver, what is it?
It's a funeral, mademoiselle. They're afraid of the men who steal dead bodies. So they dig the grave in the middle of the road, where people pass all of the time.
Well, that's a cheerful introduction for you to our West Indies.
Do you know where is the house of Monsieur Beaumont? Zombie! Allez vite! Allez!
It's got like hands clutching me.
Why did you drive like that, you fool? We might have been killed.
Worse than that, monsieur. We might have been caught.
Caught? By whom? Those men you spoke to?
They are not men, monsieur. They are dead bodies.
Dead?
Yes, monsieur. Zombies. The living dead. Corpses taken from their graves. Or made to work in sugar mills and fields at night. Look! Here they come!
Look. Look.
Excuse me, please. Have you got a match? Did I frighten you? I'm sorry. I'm ugly enough, I suppose.
No, it wasn't you. Something happened back on the road there. We stopped to speak to some men. Our driver told us they weren't men at all. He said they were corpses. Corpses? Surely you don't believe it, do you?
No. Well, I don't know. Haiti is full of nonsense and superstition. They're always mixed up with a lot of mysteries that'll turn your hair gray. I've been a missionary here for, 30 years, and at times I don't know what to think. Come, let's go in the house.
Oh, yes.
Well?
Come, dear.
Is Mr. Beaumont in?
You're expected, Dr. Bruner.
Yes, I've been sent for to marry someone. Maybe, Oh, yes, excuse me. How long is it that you know Mr. Beaumont?
Oh, only a few days. Madeline introduced him on the docks in Port-au-Prince.
And you?
I met him on the ship coming from New York. He was very kind during the voyage.
So Madeline and I planned to be married the moment she arrived. But Mr. Beaumont persuaded us to come here. And he promised to take me out of the bank at Port-au-Prince and send me to New York as his agent.
Strange. It's very strange.
I'll tell Mr. Beaumont you're here.
Yeah.
It's all right, isn't it, Doctor?
Oh, I guess so. You see, I've only met Mr. Beaumont once or twice, but he never struck me like a man that'll take the trouble to play fairy godfather to a young couple like you. Unless
what, sir?
I suppose you'll think I'm a meddling old fool, but I'd feel a good deal better if you'd clear out of this place after you're married and have nothing more to do with Mr. Beaumont.
The young people have arrived, sir, and Dr. Bruner. They're waiting in the reception hall.
Show them to their room and tell them I'm out.
Yes.
No, wait. Perhaps I'd better see them. It might look odd if I didn't.
Very odd, sir. Especially as Dr. Bruner is a trifle skeptical as to your motives, sir.
Never mind my motives. Has that other person sent word yet?
No, sir, not yet.
He's 24 hours late.
I wish you'd keep away from that man, sir. He'll make trouble for you.
You needn't worry about that. I'm not afraid of him.
I'm not easily frightened, sir. You should know that. But what you're planning is dangerous.
Don't you suppose I know that, Silver? You don't seem to realize what this girl means to me. Why, I'd sacrifice anything I have in the world for her. And nothing matters if I can't have her.
I think you like Haiti. Most people that...
Oh, Madeline, I'm delighted to see you. Neil, you're more than welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Doctor, it is very kind of you to visit the man you are.
No, not at all. There's a native family live out here that I've been trying to see for a long time. After this young couple are safely married, I'll leave.
But surely you'll stay for dinner after the ceremony.
Oh, no, I must run along.
Well, that's a great pity. We had something very special prepared for this occasion. It was very good of you, Madeline, to humor the whim of a lonely man. There was so little time to prepare. I couldn't do half the things I wanted to do for you.
You've done more than enough already, Mr. Beaumont, for a comparative stranger. You've made us so happy, giving Neil a position in the state.
Neil?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm sure Neil will make a very good agent. But you must be tired after your drive. You'll get some rest. Silver! Silver will show you to your rooms.
This way, please.
Delighted to see you again, Monsieur Beaumont. sorry that kept you waiting, monsieur. I have been on a journey, seeking men for my mill.
Men?
They work faithfully, and they are not worried about long hours. You could make good use of men like mine on your plantation.
No. That's not what I want.
Then perhaps you wish to talk about the young lady who came to your house this evening.
You've seen her? When?
On the road tonight. There was a young man with her.
They're to be married tonight. You've waited too long to do anything.
What do you want me to do?
If she were to disappear for a month,
What do you hope to gain by her disappearance?
everything.
Everything. Do you think she will forget her lover in a month?
Just give me a month. One little month.
Not in a month. Nor even a year, monsieur. I have looked into her eyes. She is deep in love. But not with you.
They're to be married within an hour. There must be a way.
There is a way. The cost is heavy.
You give me what I want, and you may ask anything. No. Not that.
Only a pinpoint, Monsieur Beaumont, in a glass of wine, or perhaps a flower. Take it. The time is very brief. You must do your share if I am to help you. Keep it, monsieur. Keep it. You may change your mind. Send me word when you use it.
I'll find another way.
There is no other way.
They are driving away evil spirits. Close it! Close it! Mademoiselle!
anything else in this whole world, dear. Heaven or hell lies in this little moment for me. You can raise me up to paradise, or you can blast my world into nothingness. There's time even yet, dear. I can make you the envy of every woman. I'll give my life to make you happy. Oh, listen to me, dear, before it's too late.
Don't. Please.
Don't go into that room. We can be in Port-au-Prince in half an hour. There's a boat sailing at midnight.
You've been so wonderful. Don't spoil everything now.
One last gift before I lose you forever.
We are gathered together here in the sight of God and in the face of this company to join together this man, this woman in holy matrimony. Stay. This is the night of nights.
A toast to the bride, to beauty's queen. Gladly, my lord.
Leave but a kiss within the glass. Fair gypsy, read my fortune. What do you see in the glass?
I see happiness. I see love. Far more than you deserve.
Is that all?
No, I see.
What is it?
I see death.
Madeline. Madeline, what's wrong? Madeline, my dear,
Oh, no.
Madeline! Can't we do something? She's... Madeline!
My wife. My wife.
Grave of our Lord and Savior, and the love of God, and the fellowship of his angels be with us evermore. Amen.
Neil. 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 Neil.
Look!
Zombies. Yes. They are my servants. Did you think we could do it alone? In their lifetime, they were my enemies. Leto, the witch doctor. Once my master. Secrets I tortured out of him. Van Gelder, the swine, swollen with riches. He fought against my spells until the last. Him yet I have trouble hiding. His Excellency Richard, once Minister of the Interior. Garcia, Brigand Chief. Marquis, Captain of Gendarmerie. And this is Chauvin, the High Executioner, who almost executed me. I took them, just as we will take this one. But what if they regain their souls? They will tear me to pieces. And that, my friend, shall never be.
Madeline.
Madeline!
There's two explanations that strike me. Either the body was stolen by members of a death cult that use human bones in their ceremonies, or else...
Or else what?
She's not dead.
Not dead? Are you mad? I saw her die. The doctor signed a certificate. I saw them bury her.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm not mad. But I've lived in these islands for a good many years. And I've seen things with my eyes that made me think I was crazy. There's superstitions in Haiti that the natives brought here from Africa. Some of them can be traced back as far as ancient Egypt. And beyond that yet, in the countries that was old when Egypt was young.
Yes, but what has that to do with Madeline? I kissed her as she lay there in the coffin. And her lips were cold.
Let me explain. Now, just a minute. I'll explain. Wherever there is a superstition, you will find there is also a practice. Now, do you remember what your driver told you the night he took you to Beaumont's house?
Oh, about those horrible creatures we saw.
Yeah.
He said they were corpses, taken from their grave.
That's it. Now, wait. Now, that's the superstition. Now for the practice. The ghouls that steal the dead corpses from the graves are supposed to put them there in the first place.
Do you mean that Madeline was murdered so that somebody could steal her dead body? Ah, nonsense.
No. Not her body, yes, but not her dead body. That's what I mean.
Well, surely you don't think she's alive in the hands of natives? Oh, no, better dead than that.
Excuse me, please. Have you got a match? Thank you.
You don't believe that, do you?
Say, there's been lots of people that's been pronounced dead that came alive again and lived for years. Now, if nature can play pranks like that, why isn't it possible to play pranks with nature?
Oh, I don't know.
Your driver believed he saw dead men walking. He didn't. What he saw was men alive and everything but this and this.
Oh, the whole thing has me confused. I just can't understand it.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I've been trying for years to get to the bottom of this thing. To separate what you call fact from fiction. The law of Haiti acknowledges the possibility of being read alive. Here it is in the penal code. I'll read it for you. It's in French. Do you speak French?
No.
Excuse me, please. Have you got a match? Right here. Here's one. Oh, thanks. I didn't see it. I'll translate it for you, if you spell it. Article 149. The use of drugs or other practices which produce lethargic coma or lifeless sleep shall be considered attempted murder. Yes. Attempted. Yes, I see. Yeah, all right, all right. If the person has been buried alive, the act should be considered murder, no matter what result follows.
Beaumont. Say, you said that you couldn't understand why he was so interested in us. Do you think he did this?
No. No, I think it's native work. Native work, exactly. Of course, if you want to, we can go to Beaumont's house first. If I can get my hands on the devil that's responsible for this, I'll make him such an example that every witch doctor in Haiti will be shaken in his sandals.
But we can't do this alone. Can't the authorities help?
Authorities? Neil, my boy, you don't know these islands. The native authorities are afraid to meddle. I'm not. I got friends among the natives. They'll tell me things that no gendarme could ever get out of me. Because I'm a preacher, they think I'm a magician. Before we get through with this thing, we may uncover sins that even the devil would be ashamed of. Oh, these witch doctors.
Foolish things. They can't bring back the light to those eyes. I was mad to do this. But if you'd have smiled on me, I'd have done anything for you, given you anything. I thought that beauty alone would satisfy. But the soul is gone. I can't bear those empty, staring eyes. Oh, forgive me, Madeline, forgive me. I can't bear it any longer. I must take you back.
Back to the grave, monsieur?
No. You must put the light back into her eyes and bring laughter to her lips.
She must be gay and happy again.
You paint a charming picture, monsieur. One that I should like to see myself.
You must bring her back.
Aren't you a trifle afraid, monsieur? How do you suppose those eyes will regard you when the brain is able to understand?
Better to see hatred in them than that dreadful emptiness.
Perhaps you're right. It would be a pity to destroy such a lovely flower. Let's drink to the future of this flower. A glass of wine?
Silver, bring wine. We have a toast to drink.
To the future, monsieur. Only a pinpoint, monsieur. In a flower. Or perhaps a glass of wine?
Devil, what are you trying to do to me?
I have other plans for mademoiselle. And I'm afraid you might not agree. I have taken a fancy to you, monsieur.
Silver! Silver!
To the future, monsieur.
picking up an old witch doctor around here pretty soon. His name is Pierre. I've known him for years. He's a great old fella. I don't know just where we'll find him.
Son, there are evil spirits in the road. I will give you an awanga. And here is one for the ox. Young man, he's sick with fever.
Yes. Hey, wait a minute. We can't afford to have you sick. Neil, why don't you go over there? We got a hard day before us tomorrow. Now then, Pierre, come on. He's gone. You can talk.
It is a dangerous thing you asked me to do.
Oh, well, now, listen here, you know. We're old friends, you and me, and I want to go on.
Turn back before it is too late.
No. I've come too far to turn back now.
I'm too old to go all the way with you.
Well, listen. Can't you get somebody to go with us?
My people are afraid of the mountain.
Why?
Because it is called the land of the living dead.
Well, have you ever been there?
I am the only man that ever came from there alive. There is an evil spirit man that is called murder. Come, I will tell you all about what it is.
Vultures.
Just as old Pierre said, a cloud of vultures always hovers over the house of the living dead.
Madeline, is she there?
No.
Oh, I must go and see.
No. Neil, my boy. Please, lie down and rest. Please. You'll feel stronger in the morning. You rest. Let me go up and see what I can do.
Why is she so restless tonight? Perhaps she remembers something. They never remember anything when they are like that. No, because he's cut off.
Madeline.
No. I can't. You must. It's your turn. Let's run away. Steve might hear you. No, I can't stand it. I'm going to run away. He'll find you and make you like her.
Can you still hear me? It is unfortunate you are no longer able to speak. I should be interested to hear you describe your symptoms. You see, you are the first man to know what is happening. None of the others did. You refused to shake hands once. I remember. Well. We understand each other better now.
Madeline, I found you. You're alive. Alive. What's the matter? It's I, Neil. Oh, my darling. What have they done to you?
Who are you? And what are they? For you, my friend, they are the angels of death.
Madeline, don't you know me, dear? It's Neil.
I could swear. For a moment she recognized you.
Come on, don't let him get away.
Madeline, my darling.
I dreamed.
Excuse me, please. Have you got a match?
Oh, very scary. By the time Bela Lugosi appeared in White Zombie, he was already popular with contemporary audiences after his starring roles in Dracula and Murders in the Rue Morgue. So they were used to his screen persona. Unfortunately, Lugosi was saddled with that same persona throughout his career. And although there were some definite ups in his career, such as The Black Cat and Son of Frankenstein, for the most part, he was forced into taking whatever roles were offered to him. And these were often in Poverty Row B pictures, right until the end of his life, when he appeared posthumously in the infamous and ridiculous Plan 9 from Outer Space by Ed Wood. Here's an interview with Lugosi from 1951 where he talks about yet another vampire movie. He didn't even get top billing in this one.
Our next guest, one of the great stars of the stage and screen. And Bela, I can make that introduction without any qualms and without any reservations, because I don't know whether you know it or not, but Bela Lugosi, of course, always appears in the vampire pictures, Dracula, and so forth. But among the trade, he is considered one of the finest actors ever to come out of Europe. And that was many years ago, Bela, wasn't it? I think in Hungary?
Yes, in Hungary. But first of all, before I answer any question, Jack, let me tell you, it's a very pleasant surprise coming back after 8 months from England to get such a wonderful break to be on the television and you interview me. And
it's our pleasure to have you, believe me, because it's always wonderful meeting you, and we're not just throwing photos around here either. Incidentally, I do want to comment on one thing, how wonderfully well you look. You look as though you had a rest over there. You look as though you have complete ease of mind coming back.
Thank you. God is very good to me. I can tell that. Now, you see, I'm 30 years here in America. And 8 months ago, I was called to come to England to revive the American version of Dracula.
Doesn't Dracula ever end for you?
No. Dracula never ends. I don't know whether I shall call it a fortune or a course, but it never ends. I don't know whether I shall brag or complain about it, but Dracula is the only picture in existence in all the world, which since it is revived, since it is made in 31, it is the only picture which is revived in every city in America every year.
Well, you know, some people, Bela, would consider that a curse, and some would consider it a very good omen, because probably as a result of Dracula,
I make a living.
Well, and you were typecast. You know, you've made many other pictures of its type, vampire pictures and mystery pictures and things of that sort. But at the same time, I know you are always yearning, as all actors are, to do a different type of stage vehicle. What would you like to do? The romantic?
No, I would prefer to play comedy. You see, after I finished now playing a half a year Dracula on the stage, I was called to make a picture here in London called Vampire Over London. It was a horror part, but the situation was so funny that really it causes laugh. So I really enjoyed it.
You know, Fred Allen wants to do Hamlet. Jack Benny wants to do Hamlet. Bela Lugosi wants to play the
Sit down to the Bergerac.
Sit on the Bergerac.
Sure.
And you'd probably do very, very well at it. Tell us a little more about the picture that you made in England, Bela. What was the title of it?
Vampire Over London. I played a scary part, and I was the cause to create comedy by scaring all the people around me. And it was rather a clever story, and I think they would laugh at it very much. It's going to sell in America, especially. Yes.
Was, incidentally, Dracula your favorite role?
After Dracula, my favorite role?
What was your favorite role? Was it Dracula?
In America, in English, or in Hungary at home?
We never consider your Hungarian performances because they've been, so many years ago.
Yes, that's right. Because in Hungary, my favorite parts were all Ferenc Molnár's play, which I created originally, like Lilium and Guardsman.
Did you play in the very first performance of Lilium?
Sure, 30 years ago.
30 years ago, and here every year again,
Sure.
we have Lilium playing around the country. I think last year or the year before, 2 years ago, they made it into a musical on Broadway.
Sure, they did. Now, since I played Dracula, I'm the boogeyman.
Bela, it's so nice to have you back. It's really always a pleasure once again to meet you and say hello to you. But we're running out of time, and I do want to thank you and tell our friends that at this portion of the program, we come to the end of your Ship's Reporter for today. Ship's Reporter is produced on film by the National Television Guild and directed by Chick Vincent. Until next time, then, this is my very good friend, Bela Lugosi, and your Ship's Reporter, Jack Mangan, and we both wish you and yours the smoothest and smooth sailing.
Thank you, Jack.
As I mentioned earlier, White Zombie was the first zombie movie ever made, and it seamlessly blends scary, mysterious, weird, and funny elements. And the iconic eyes of Lugosi were really an inspiration for the whole piece. For Lugosi fans, this was an absolute must-see. Lugosi arrived in America in 1919, having made his way here aboard a merchant ship. He had already had a successful stage and film career in his native Hungary, and in time he made his way to the New York stage, where he starred in the stage version of Dracula. This was 1927. The following year, the play moves to the West Coast, and in 1931, he was cast as the lead character in the film version of Dracula. His notoriety as the Count, complete with his thick Hungarian accent, began the career slide that I just mentioned. The rest of the cast was a collection of silent screen actors whose best days were behind them and never made any real headlines after this project, except for Madge Bellamy, who on January 20th, 1943, was arrested in San Francisco and charged with assault with a deadly weapon after firing a .32 caliber revolver at her former lover, wealthy lumber executive Albert Stanwood Murphy, 3 times. Yes, careless love indeed. Afterwards, she was also quoted as saying, "I only winged him, which is what I meant to do. Believe me, I'm a crack shot." Bellamy pleaded guilty to the lesser charge of violating a gun law and was given a suspended 6-month sentence. One uncredited actor was Clarence Muse, who played the coach driver. Out of everyone in the cast, his career was the most varied and successful. He was an actor, screenwriter, director, singer, and composer. He was the first African American to appear in a starring role in a major studio film, 1929's Hearts in Dixie. He acted for 50 years and appeared in more than 150 films. Muse was also the co-writer of several notable songs. In 1931, he wrote When It's Sleepy Time Down South, which later became a signature song of Louis Armstrong. One of his last performances was in one of my favorite movies, Car Wash, where he played a character named Snapper. White Zombie, a really unique, forgotten horror masterpiece that's worth seeing just for its movie historical value and Lugosi's fantastic, passionate villain role. And that, boys and girls, brings us to the end of Season 2 of Saturday Night at the Movies. It's been an interesting season. Drama, noir, comedy, western, horror, along with the marvelous adventures of a cartoon superhero brought to life on the silver screen. A little something for everyone. So once again, thanks for coming along with me on this journey. I'm working on plans for another season, so make sure you check in here to see what's coming up next. Once again, if you want to catch up on season 1, I've provided all the links below. And if you have specific questions or suggestions, be sure to email me at 33snam@gmail.com. So until the next time, this is your humble host, Jack Pignatello, and I'll see you at the movies.